December 2012. That is the day Star Wars got ruined. That is the day when Disney got their gross little hands on Star Wars. That's the day when Star Wars died. And then 3 years later, The Force Awakens released, and that's the actual day when Star Wars started to die. It wasn't terrible, I'll say that. For Disney, that was good, probably the best in the sequels, but it was just an expensive remake of A New Hope. Starkiller Base, come on. Kylo Ren, whiny little Vader. Snoke, Snoke is basically Palpatine. General Hux, Tarkin. Come on. I can go on and how Episode 7 is just an expensive remake of A New Hope, but I'd like to continue a little bit further. Disney thought Force Awakens was a major success, which in my opinion, and opinions of others, is not a major success. The next movie is probably the best movie they've made in Disney time. The next movie, which is probably the best movie they've made for Disney era, is Rogue One, and in my opinion, it was good. I just didn't like it as much as I didn't like it as much as the originals and prequels. I bet a lot of people didn't like it as much as that, but it was good, very good still. And the Darth Vader hallway scene, that carried the whole movie. Wow. Rogue One was a good movie. Now, Disney thought this was a major success, which this was. But they made the worst decision they ever made by hiring Rian Johnson for Episode 8. Well, it wasn't the worst decision, but it was one of them, because Rian Johnson created one of the biggest Star Wars flops ever. The Last Jedi, which is bringing my temper up now. I can't believe some of the ridiculous things Rian Johnson put in The Last Jedi. Okay, so General Hux, basically Adolf Hitler, super cool in Episode 7, that when he was doing that speech. The German one is so cool, if you watched it on YouTube. But, back on topic, they turned him into a joke. Snoke, though, he seems pretty cool. Oh, he's shorter. Okay. Whoa, he zaps Kylo Ren. We still think he's powerful, but short. And then Rey finds Luke. Luke throws his lightsaber away, and we find out that he gave up on Kylo Ren, his nephew, just because he found a trace of darkness. Okay, let's rewind to Episode 6. Luke tries to bring his father back, no matter what. Even when his father is a youngling slayer, and he's murdered so many people, Luke still wants to bring him back. Yet, Kylo Ren, he hasn't done anything wrong. Luke just finds a trace of darkness and decides to kill Kylo Ren. Or Ben Solo at that time. Ben Solo. And then he loses to Rey Fake Walker in a staff duel when he should have won. And Rey basically only had 2 days of training and learned so much. Oh my god. Typical Disney move. And then Rey decides to leave. Find Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren, the way Rian Johnson killed Snoke is the most stupid thing I've ever seen. Snoke is sensing Kylo Ren's every movement. He could sense who his true enemy was. It could have been Snoke. Instead, Rian Johnson decides, the Force works this way. I'm changing it. And then basically kills Snoke, which was a horrible decision. And then they fight the guards, and I didn't like that fight that much. And then we all thought that Kylo was a good guy. He was still bad. He wanted Rey to join him. Stupid. Very stupid. And Luke Skywalker is Anakin Skywalker's son. And Anakin Skywalker had like 20,000 midichlorians. And Luke Skywalker dies with one single force projection, and I didn't even think that was a thing before The Last Jedi. And why wasn't Luke there in person? Why do you have to do a stupid force projection? He didn't have a ship? Well, let's go to episode 9 now. This was a huge loss for Disney, so they decided to make a Solo movie. Solo. This flopped in the box office, but I actually liked it. The only thing I didn't like is Han Solo was way too kind. But everything else I liked. I liked how they brought Han's beginning, and how he met Chewbacca, and how he got the Millennium Falcon. I think people were still mad at The Last Jedi, and that's why it flopped. But Solo, I liked. And I made a tier list ranking every single Star Wars movie. Solo is one of them. You should watch it. I'll put the link in the comments. Now, Solo, Disney thought was a failure, trying to bring a male actor back. So they made episode 9 and brought J.J. Abrams back into the picture. And they didn't expect what would happen next. Rise of Skywalker came out in theaters in 2019. And the trailer was good. And I thought it would be successful at first. And J.J. Abrams thought it would be successful. But December was probably one of the worst months, and 2019 was probably one of the worst years for me because of this movie. Rey's lightsaber. It broke in episode 8. We thought it'd be a super cool lightsaber like Cal Kestis's in the end of Star Wars Fallen Order. Like right before he goes back to Dathomir. Or in Kashyyyk, right before he fights can't remember the sister's name. It's that big kind of fat one. But that wasn't the worst problem. The way Kylo Ren uses his lightsaber, it's supposed to cut in half. Darth Maul, cut in half. Okay? And the way Kylo Ren uses his lightsaber is one of the worst ways. But I thought, okay, the rest of the movie might be good. Wayfinder, ooh, that sounds cool. And Palpatine, what? They must have a good explanation for this. Poe Dameron. Somehow Palpatine returned. And Sith cloning. Wow, Sith cloning. That's a thing. Okay. Sith cloning. And now Rey has these textbooks of Luke. I can't understand what it means. But I understand, I don't understand what it means. But I understand Wayfinders because I can't read this, but I don't know. I'm episode 9. Disney, I don't know what to do. So it's basically a Wayfinder, and there's only 3 of them. Leia doesn't want her to go. But she does anyway. There are 3 in existence, right? They go and they go and look for traces. Rey finds out she's a Palpatine. I mean, let's not get to the Palpatine part. Let's rewind a little bit. Chewie dies. That's so sad, right? Chewie's alive. It's a super cool plot twist. Oh my god. And then, Rey, you're a Palpatine. And basically, it's very, 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 very stupid. And basically, Rey goes to find that Wayfinder thingy. Oh yeah, before we go to that, General Hux, aka Adolf Hitler in Star Wars, who was made a joke of in Episode 8, reveals, I'm the spy. I blew up multiple planets. I killed trillions of people, but I'm the spy. I don't like Kylo Ren. Well, I mean, that part actually kind of makes sense because Kylo Ren, he never liked Kylo Ren. Snoke, he liked, but still, I don't think that was the best idea. That was probably, this is where I got super mad. Then Rey finds a wayfinder. Oh my god. That's a rare shot. Kylo Ren breaks it. Rey gets angry. The lightsaber duel. That's how you fight with the lightsaber? Oh my god. That's totally Form 1 or Form 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6 or maybe 7. No, it's sloppy fighting. It's like they just do it in random ways. And that Force thing. Oh yeah, also let me tell you something about the Force. Force healing. Oh my god, that's a thing. Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon got stabbed. Obi-Wan could have used it. Why didn't he? The sequels, they're so smart. And now everybody's surviving lightsaber stabs. And Leia dies. Also, she has a super high midichlorian count because Anakin has super high midichlorian count. How can she die? And how, even though she's old, and Maz, I never really liked Maz. I felt like she's annoying. Like Episode 8, let me remind. Find the Master Code Breaker. Oh my god, perfect timing. The princess must do everything she can, but she must use all her strength. How does she know what Leia's gonna do? And why does she sound like a stupid narrator? Alright, anyway, Luke has a wayfinder because his Force ghost appears and Rey is mad at Leia's death. She's sad. And how does Luke have a wayfinder? We don't know. Okay. And basically she goes to find Palpatine. And my granddaughter to return. And basically all that stupid stuff. And then there's something new. Rey teleports one of the lightsabers to Kylo Ren. And they both fight. And then they have no chance against Palpatine. And then Rey uses a Force ability. And I don't even know how high her midichlorian count is. But she's like, be with me. And basically all those people talk. And Rey actually has the strength to defeat Palpatine, disintegrate him. Like, not disintegrate him. His face, like, maybe it's just, yeah, I think he got disintegrated. And Rey dies. Ben Solo transfers all his Force energy. Oh, and then they kiss. Ugh. And then he dies. I don't even know how we don't know where he learned to become a Force ghost, but he became a Force ghost. And then the worst part of this movie, I hate this part. She goes and buries Luke's and Leia's lightsaber. And then some old lady's like, no one's been here in years. Who are you? She's like, I'm Rey. Rey who? This is the part in theaters where I just started to walk out, but I wasn't fast enough, and I heard those treacherous words. I can't say it. Rey Scars. I'm going to say it once, and I'm never going to say it again. Rey Skywalker. Oh, I hate those words. Rey Skywalker. Oh, I said it again. I'm not saying it again. All right. That's it for episode 9. Now let's go into the other projects. Not long after, The Mandalorian releases, and I liked Season 1. Super good. And I loved Season 2. Oh, I forgot about the Clone Wars. Yeah. Dave Filoni did a good job with the final season. And season 6 and all those other seasons where where Disney owns Star Wars. They didn't own it in 2008. I'll say that. Anyway, back to Mandalorian. I liked season 1, super good, and season 2. Oh my God, super good. But then Book of Boba Fett happens, and I didn't like that. And the best episodes were just Mandalorian and Grogu. They could have added that in season 3. Speaking of season 3, I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's go to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was so excited for this show, I don't even think I slept. I watched this show. First episode, okay, yeah, it's better. Oh, it's all about Leia and how Obi-Wan has to rescue her. I thought this would be self-discovery and everything, but it's not. It is self-discovery, but in the most stupid way. Anyway, I didn't even like Kenobi. Now, let's go to Mando Season 3. Trash. See, if you saw the latest video of Brixon, it's that it's the Mandalorian Season 3. Portrayed well. I'm not going to talk much about this, but all I'll say is it makes no sense whatsoever. Watch the video that Brixon made, and I bet anyone who's watching my video probably watched his. Now I'm moving on to Ahsoka. This was okay. Thought it could be better. I was not expecting this. I thought it would be so much better. Alright, anyway. I kind of liked it, but Thrawn and Ezra are alive. Okay, I liked Ezra's character. I just thought Thrawn was always annoying. Chose the worst guy for Thrawn. Anyway, before that, Baylan Skoll and Ahsoka. Ahsoka loses easily. Well, I understand why Baylan Skoll just tries to use her weaknesses, and then she dies. And then the best episode happens. Anakin and Ahsoka. I loved how Hayden Christensen came and that lightsaber duel. I missed that lightsaber duels like that. I was so glad to see that. Probably the best duel in Disney time. And anyway, I liked it, except the ending was a little weird. But yeah, season 2, pretty sure it's coming out. I think it's confirmed, and hopefully Hayden Christensen makes more appearances. His Force Ghost did come in the last episode, so hopefully he does. He trains Ahsoka and fights her again. I missed those duels. All right, and now we're moving on to the upcoming project. And before that, I have one more thing. This is probably the best thing Disney's made in a while. I think Tales of Jedi came before Ahsoka. I think it came before Mandalorian Season 3, but anyway, this is very good. It's about Ahsoka and Count Dooku. Probably the best episode was Practice Makes Perfect, I think it's called, where Anakin teaches Ahsoka, and that's the only reason she survived Order 66. I think that was they made that show perfect, and I'm excited for season 2. And don't ruin it, Star Wars. If you're watching this, which they probably won't because I'm a small YouTuber with only like 160 something subs. If they are, don't ruin season 2, please. All right, now let's move to the upcoming projects. So at first it was Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, but she got fired because I like to make men feel uncomfortable, or the way she says it. She's so annoying. My God. But now they had a new director. I keep forgetting her name, but she's worse than Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. And it's in Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger. I hate them so much. Oh my God. They're absolutely ruining the Star Wars now. I'm pretty sure this new movie's gonna fail, and if it doesn't, I'll be so shocked. But Daisy Ridley, I'm happy she's with the fans because of an interview, but I don't know if that was just to save her reputation, right? Yeah. that's for the upcoming project, and that's it for today.